Alright, welcome back everyone. We once again have a very special guest, our friend Greg. Now, Greg just launched a YouTube channel called Greg Cubed. What is Greg Cubed about?
So, Greg Cubed is a channel where I review mostly video games, sometimes really bad movies. So we'll get into that later.
Lot of zany pop culture, primarily revolved around video games.
Yep, pretty much. Anything like that, retro stuff. So, please subscribe. I'm begging you. I have a wife and 3 kids.
I remember my youth playing video games. Who are we kidding? I didn't play video games back in the day. I read books.
Yeah, me too.
But there were some video games I played. I had a DS and a Wii, but really my only game for the DS was Brain Age. You ever play that?
Of course. What gamer hasn't played Brain Age?
Yeah, I was like 10 years old. I get a DS for Christmas. I go to Walmart looking for a game. I see Brain Age and I think, oh, that's right up my alley.
I doubt your voice was that.
Yeah, my voice pretty much hasn't changed since my youth.
I imagine you came out of the womb with like that newscaster voice.
Pretty much when I was 12, I had this exact same voice. It was bizarre.
I don't know if that's cool or sad. So.
It was weird.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, when I first saw Brain Age, I thought, that game appealed to me. I'm a strange breed.
Yeah, you are very strange. Well, I guess what we can call fitness games. Wii Fit, mental fitness games, Brain Age. That's it. So Wii Sports?
Oh, yeah. My family did get a Wii. We just had Wii Sports as well as Wii Sports Resort and Wii Fit. So yeah, only games that benefited me both mentally and physically. Didn't really have any of the Mario or Call of Duty or...
the classics. But...
Yeah, but you enjoyed... I guess you didn't enjoy playing Brain Age, but you also played...
Actually, I did enjoy playing Brain Age. When I was a kid, I really wanted to get that higher IQ, so... I was like a phase when I was in like 6th grade where I was obsessed with being like the smart kid in the class, even though I was like dumb as a bag rock. So, it happened, so I was like, Brain Age will help me get to that level, that next level I'm striving for. Yeah, never happened, but...
When I was in middle school, I strived to be the intellectual of the class, and it just was super cringy, shudder-inducing.
I didn't do anything outwardly cringy about it. I was just like, I watched. Did you ever watch Disney Channel?
No.
Oh, okay.
I watched PBS Kids.
Well, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, you know what that is?
I'm aware.
Okay, yeah. Cody was like the really smart one. I was like, I want to be smart like him. That'd be cool. And then it never happened, but I tried to be smart.
Yeah, you still got a pretty high IQ. You watch Rick and Morty, so...
Yeah, I have like a 5.0 GPA because of that, so...
Now, did many of your friends play Brain Age?
No.
Yeah, neither did any of mine.
Yeah, my parents just got it for me. I was like, I'll give it a shot. Whatever. You make me smart now.
that would be a kind of game, parents would get their kids like, here you go, Greggy, I know you like video games.
So it was bottom of the bin, $5 at Walmart.
Exactly. No, it legit was. It was one of those discount games. It fulfilled both my intellectual and frugal desires. So.
Cuts part out. How are we going to get philosophical with it?
None of our friends liked the game Brain Age, so why do you think this game didn't really explode into the mainstream?
Well, the thing is, it kind of did in a way, but just not among people who like video games. It was people like you that wanted to increase their brain. So it was like soccer moms and kids of soccer moms. That was like their target demographic. Well, they weren't aiming people playing like Mario or Animal Crossing. It was people like that didn't play video games, people that did crossword puzzles. That's what they're going for.
It hit
probably like older, like retirement home people.
It hit a different market then in that case.
It hit differently.
So it hit a non-target market. Now what about the older generation that says, oh, these kids and their video games?
Yeah, see, the older generation is actually where a lot of the Wii's went to. If you know, I don't know if you knew this, the Wii is getting another game this year, Just Dance 2020. And it's mostly used in medical rehabilitation centers, which is why, because it's weird, like the Wii stopped receiving games regularly, like in 2011, 2012, and Just Dance still comes out every year for the Wii, and that's why, because medical centers already have a Wii, so they get one every year. They'll try and train people who maybe like are learning how to walk again and stuff like that, how to play Just Dance. So it's cool how video games can have a different purpose like that.
What was that one Xbox that measured your movements?
Oh, Kinect? You mean the government spy tool?
Really? So that never really went far?
No, they were just trying to copy the Wii and it didn't really work because people who were playing Xbox weren't the same people playing the Wii, really.
Yeah, because I wondered why we never really heard about that.
I mean, you did. They're definitely, they tried really hard to make that take off, but it didn't work well at all. So,
What was there also a level of people thinking, oh, this is too creepy as watching me?
Yeah, that was the big thing with the Xbox One. You know about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, when that first got revealed, like, they changed a lot from when it first revealed, but originally when they had it, you had to have it connected to the internet at all times, and your Kinect always had to be on, and that was like a camera on it. So it's like, people are like, okay, this is getting a little Big Brother 1984.
Yeah, that's weird. The Xbox One required the camera?
Yeah, but I mean,
it doesn't make any sense.
There was so much outrage they got rid of that before it even hit shelves, but that's why, people caught on to that. They're like, okay, they're trying to spy on us here. They're not making it,
Yeah, that was one of the reasons Google Glass, you never hear much about that anymore because it's too far, it's too ingrained.
I feel like, I don't even know, did anyone even use that?
It was out for a very short time, but people were just like, this is too far.
It's nowhere, maybe it's ahead of its time. I feel like maybe it'll get there.
Maybe. I mean, the iPhone technology was out for at least a decade before.
Oh yeah, before it took off. I mean, iPod touches. I mean, it was basically an iPhone.
Yeah.
People just weren't ready to make that jump to phones like that.
Until in 2006 when Steve Jobs made that big performance.
Oh yeah.
Gave the giant seminar on how this works, and the audience was gasping when he would scroll through the albums.
We have like the technology that like people in like the 1900s were writing about in novels. Like if you went back to like 1960 and showed people the iPhone, TVs were novel to them back then, Like imagine if you showed them like, oh yeah, I have this little brick in my pocket here that literally acts not only as a movie camera that's higher quality than what Hollywood has right now, but also has access to all the information in the world right at the tips of your fingers and just touchscreen.
I think about this technology often when I'm sitting at work, and to someone 100 years ago, my daily tasks would appear me going to sit down at just a box for 8 hours straight and then going home.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's more that's going on than that.
Oh yeah,
what I'm looking into is a window that I'm interacting with people all over the world and data from historical records, and I'm actually doing something that I believe is making an impact. But to someone from the past, it looks very simplistic.
Well, I think maybe it'd be too complex. I mean, imagine if you showed George Washington a computer screen. We would not be able to comprehend what's going on.
It'd be wild. When you hear stories about UFOs and see the media about them, it would seem that the UFOs were designed in the likeness of Apple technology.
Yeah, you'd think so,
Yeah, very, very slick, very simplistic,
And here's the trippiest thing, there's actually still, like, I don't know, at least a couple of years ago, there's still people alive from the 1800s. So someone who was born in, like, 1897 was alive to see, like, the iPhone 5, Isn't that... That's really weird to think about.
Yeah.
Like you grow up and it's like, oh yeah, Mozart. Now it's like Lil Yachty in your lifetime. I don't know. That's just really weird to me. But they see the entire thing of technology. Like when they were born, there was no computers. Now it's like the whole world is connected.
Over the last 50 years, we've seen more innovation than all of history combined.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, this is nothing new. It's been that way from the very start. It's an exponential curve of innovation. Perhaps the purpose of technology in general is interconnectivity.
Oh yeah.
Vehicles drive us to each other. Phones help us communicate with each other.
Yeah. Basically technology, if you think about it, is just an advancement, like it's all just an evolution of like when we invented writing. If you think about it, writing is just what the internet was for 90s kids in the BC 90s.
Emojis today are the hieroglyphics of yesterday.
That's so true.
We're just going full circle here.
And everything led up to We Fit Plus. That's what all of humanity led up to, We Fit Plus, at one point.
It seemed unlikely in the ages of Brain Age and Wii Sports,
Oh.
but everything goes full circle. Wii Fit Plus really gets into our primal instincts,
Yeah.
showing, hey, being physically active is something you have to do to survive.
That's true. It all goes back to our hunting and gathering needs, primitive instincts.
Yeah.
We Fit Plus.
And this is maybe what's more fulfilling about these games that influence you to be more physically active. When we exercise, we get this sense of fulfillment that drives us because our subconscious is telling us this is good, this is improving you, this is strengthening you,
Yeah.
this is something that's going to evolutionarily help you survive.
And that's what video games are all about. Not really. Not at all, actually. But the brain age ones.
That's right.
And the Wii Fit ones, Wii Sports. It's all it's all about.
If you have incredibly high IQs like Greg Cubed in Philosophase, then you will understand what these thoughts are all about.